Some would say it would be a really good day. Some people say it would be a really bad day. So we're going to go over the good news and also the bad news that the Titans received after their gigantic win against the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, granted, Patrick Mahomes didn't play, but a win is a win. Welcome into Titans Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Brett Alper, and it's a rare one. Not everybody's going to be happy about this victory Monday, but with how they won, how dominant the Titans looked yesterday, you got to at least be somewhat happy. So go down in the comments section. Spam your W's in the chat because it's only the third time that you've been able to do that. So go ahead, spam your W's right now. A 26-9 victory. And honestly, when Gardner Minshew went down, I was like, who the hell is the Chiefs' backup QB? And I still probably am not saying his right. Chris Oladokun, I think that's how you say it. 11 for 16, 111 yards. They were non-existent. The Chiefs were terrible. And we knew that they were terrible. I said even with Gardner Minshew that the Titans were probably going to win this game. Another great game from Cam Ward. Another great game from Tony Pollard. And all around good games from your receivers. And of course, Jeffrey Simmons being an absolute dog. It was the best game that the Titans have played all season. You can go to the Cleveland game where you scored 30 points. You can go to that miraculous comeback against the Arizona Cardinals earlier this season. But against the Kansas City Chiefs, from start to finish, you were in control. And you did it at home. And the home crowd, well, they haven't seen a home win in a long time. Over 13 months. Since I think it was November 3rd, 2024, the exact date since the last time that we saw the Tennessee Titans win at Nissan Stadium. It has been a long time. Long time coming. And it's a good win. It's kind of what you want to call that type of a culture win, if you could say the least. It was a beautiful win for the Tennessee Titans, and you got to just give the kind of fault to Cam Ward, who played better than anybody on the field. 21 for 28, 228 yards, 2 touchdowns, 122 QB rating, and also a little scamper for 9 yards. He is getting more comfortable in the pocket. He is getting more comfortable at the quarterback position week in and week out, and you can really see him start to get confident. That's the biggest thing here. At the beginning of the season, he would drop back and he would hold on to the ball too long. He would kind of be hesitant to throw it down the field. He's just letting it sling right now. It seems like he is really starting to figure out how the NFL is playing compared to what he saw at Miami last year. It took some time, especially when your team's terrible. The Titans look like one of the worst teams in football. And guess what? It's now the Las Vegas Raiders. And granted, the Raiders did beat you, but it seems like Cam Ward's starting to figure out. And he has played absolutely incredible. And if you look at his stats from the last 6 games of the season, 63% completion percentage, over 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns, and he's not turning the ball over. Only 1 interception, and the QB rating is just slowly going up. And I can't show you guys video. I wish I could show you guys video. But we all know the play. Him rolling out left and somehow finding Chim DK on the sidelines for a completed pass. I don't know how he completed it, but it looked a little Mahomey. And you Mahomed the Kansas City Chiefs. You made an amazing play rolling out. I still don't know how he did it, but he is making plays week in and week out. What the Titans have at QB right now, and you can see it building the first couple of weeks, it was bad. It was really bad. Under 50% completion percentage for a couple of those games. But since him getting his confidence, Cam Ward looks special. And you can see it starting to come forward with Cam Ward. And hopefully, the biggest thing, you get a head coach that you can hire that's smart. No, not Mike McCoy, just because you're looking good the last few weeks. And the Titans have one of the highest scoring offenses in the last 3 weeks, which is crazy to think. Top 5 in scoring. Just get a good coach. I don't care who it is. I most likely want it to be Mike McCarthy. If it's Matt Nagy, I'm going to kind of complain about it because I don't think he'd be a good fit for this team. But you have to get an offensive coach to pair with Cam Ward to help develop him. I'm excited. Watching that game yesterday, I know it was ugly, and Chris Oladokum, or however you say his name, he didn't do much. Jeffrey Simmons looked good. The whole entire team looked good, but mostly it was Cam Ward. So if you're excited to watch Cam Ward for the future, go ahead, hit that thumbs up icon, like the video, because we got to show the world Cam Ward is here to stay. But there's also some bad news that comes with it. Titans are winning, and we all know what that means. It was something that a lot of fans were kind of like, no, you need to tank. But I'm going to tell you why it's not a good thing. Or it's a good thing that they're not tanking. But first, I got to tell you about our sponsor of today's show, and that is Prize Picks. It's the holiday season, the best time of the year for sports, bowl games, basketball matchups, playoff pushes. It's all happening at once, and while you and I are out here making decisions every single day on what gifts to buy, what to eat, what game to watch, there is one place where it feels good to be right. Prize Picks. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. And if your picks are right, you could cash in. It's everyone's favorite Prize Picks holiday promotion, and it is back. 7 days of Pixmas. Prize Picks is giving out 7 days of deals all the way through Christmas Day, including a Christmas Day max discount. Pixmas starts December 20th, so download the app today and unwrap those gifts. I have a lineup for Monday Night Football. I got CMC the Moore on his rushing yards at 61.5. Jonathan Taylor getting a touchdown. Give me the more on that one. And Phillip Rivers, old man River. I'm going with the less on 160.5 passing yards. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. All right, so since the Titans are winning, and they've won 2 out of the last 3 games, it means you're pretty much eliminated from the number 1 pick. It is down to the Raiders, it is down to the Giants, and of course, the Cleveland Browns, who also keep losing. The Titans, they had the first pick at one point, but then they ended up beating the Cleveland Browns. And then they lost to the 49ers, and they looked very competitive while playing against the 49ers, and that's what you really wanted to see if you're calling for the tank. But then you go out and you absolutely have a dominating performance against the Chiefs to put your record at 3-12 and jump your spots. This is the current draft order according to Tankathon, and you can see right there, the Giants are at 2-13. Vegas is at 2-13. Cleveland, Jets, Arizona all hold the NFL draft tiebreaker over Tennessee because Cleveland stinks. The Jets stink. They're not winning another game. Arizona, whoo, that's bad. But the Titans, you have something to look forward to. Like, the sky is going upward. And I think, well, there might be a possibility you're going to get more wins on the season. Next week, you play the New Orleans Saints. And now the Saints are also on kind of a hot streak with the emergence of Tyler Shook, but I would say more likely you're going to get the number 6 pick in the NFL draft. And I'm not going to say that's bad. I'm not going to say that's good, but you don't need a quarterback. You don't. And who knows? Maybe in week 18, when you play the Jacksonville Jaguars, you can upset the red-hot Jags and Trevor Lawrence and Liam Cohen. But that's another thing. You're bringing a good head coach, you can turn that around. Last year, the Jacksonville Jaguars had 4 wins. Now they're battling for the 1 seed and winning the division. So go out there and win that game. Go out there and win that game. Why the hell not? If you do finish at 3-14, though, if you lose these next couple games and you finish with the 5th worst record in the NFL, it's bad, but you're at least seeing some progress. You're not going out there and looking like a laughingstock that you did right when Brian Callahan got fired halfway through the season, where this was an absolute dumpster fire. But it seems like the Titans are starting to get a little more confidence, and they're getting trust in their quarterback. And what does winning bring? Even though it ruins your draft position, it brings culture. It's not like you're looking for a quarterback. If this was last year and you had the worst record in the league and you go out there and with Mason Rudolph and you won a game and you miss out on a guy like Cam Ward, then yeah, that's terrible. But since you already have your quarterback, go out there, have him develop, have him go win games. Build that confidence for the 2026 season so he comes in and he has that mindset. We can be one of those teams to take the next step. You can be one of those teams to take the next step. You can still find a good player at 5. If you want to take short arms, Ruben Bain, go right ahead. If you want to go with Keldrick Falk, that's cool too. If you want to go with an offensive lineman or anybody, there will still be good players at the 5th pick. Since you're not looking for a quarterback, you're not trying to get Fernando Mendoza, the number 1 pick is not a huge deal. It's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. But a lot of people are going to disagree with me. So I'll ask you guys before we get on out of here. Do you want the Titans to tank? Do you want them to lose the rest of the 2 games? Or do you want to go out there and try to win and maybe ruin, or not, I say ruin because the Jags pretty much locked up a playoff spot, but kind of ruin their seeding. Go out there and beat them, upset them. Go down in the comment section. Give me a Y for yes or give me an N for no. And also, hit that sub button on your way out. We got your Titans coverage all the time, and just wait till that coaching search starts. We're going to have you covered. So make sure you hit that sub button, and as always, tighten up.